Hello everybody and welcome back to League Unlock. Eric and Mark with you. I'm just going to name some names for you. Looper, Bang, Piglet, Impact, all these world champions coming to North America. Core JJ, well we got a new one. We got Core JJ's teammate, Crown! Gen G Crown! You remember Crown, Mark? He had one of the worst Worlds performances that we've seen in recent memory from a Korean player. He was an MVP. He was one of the best mid laners on the planet throughout his career, but now he's coming to NA. Well, he must be competing on one of these solid teams. No! He's going to OpTic, Mark. He went from a world champion to OpTic, and with Golden Guardians roster that looks like they're going to have in 2019, OpTic, we don't know what they're doing. What are they doing? They're signing Crown.
I love Crown, man. Crown is one of my favorite players from the past to watch. You think about it, 2 years ago, Crown was without a doubt one of the top 5 mid laners, or possibly
top 2,
possibly even players in the entire world at the time. That Victor just demolishing Doublelift's Lucian there, that's what we all want to dream about. But I'm telling you what, right now, getting this Crown onto OpTic, and with the roster what it seems to be right now,
which is nothing.
I don't know what's going on, and it makes me sad because I know Crown has been sad and a little bit depressed the past year or so, and I think, hey, I'm happy for him in the sense of, hey, come to North America, low stress, have some fun, play some League of Legends, hopefully it goes well and maybe you feel good about it. But I don't know if this is necessarily the situation that you wanted to put yourself in, unless, of course, the money that OpTic is throwing at you is just so big.
It's got to be a lot. I mean, Power of Evil signed, and he talked about, playing for competitive integrity, but he obviously got a lot of money from OpTic, so I imagine Crown's getting the same thing. I just really hope his mentality is readjusted for this move, because he's not going to be going to Worlds on this roster. He's not going to be competing for an NALCS title with this roster, so you've got to hope that he's just kind of going in a bit of a victory lap around the competitive scene and getting some money, because it should be a whole lot less stressful on that roster, because the expectations are going to be below our camera frame right now.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it is when the rumor was announced that this was what was going to happen, at the same time, TSM was going through the things with Broken Blade and Hanser, and there were the rumors that Hanser was available and not many teams were interested at the time, and it was like, well, OpTic, what are you doing here?
Saving money for Crown.
If you're signing Crown, you gotta bring something else for him to do. There's nothing on this roster, and I mean that with all respect. There's nothing on this roster
literally is nothing
that I think Crown could do anything with to try here. And it makes me sad because I have a lot of respect for Crown and what he's done in his career, and I don't know if this is exactly the move I would have wanted him to end it with.
We really don't know what OpTic's roster is going to be at all. Probably the least out of any of the North American teams. It sounds like Dokla's probably coming back. Acadian is kind of seeing around the market. Maybe there's no other offers and he ends up just coming back with OpTic. Big maybe stays as the support. But if it's those 3 players with Crown, I'm hard-pressed to see them finishing outside of bottom 2.
It's certainly a very puzzling decision, not only from Crown to agree to it, but I don't know where OpTic decided to start on this path to try and pursue Crown.
But North America, another world champion on the squad. On the 4-Fun region, we got 6 world champions that have played here now. So.
I'll fake a smile for that any time of the week.
That's definitely a fake smile. I can tell quite a bit, by the way. Clutch Gaming, OpTic, we don't know what they're doing. Clutch is basically changing the entire roster. The only returning member now is going to be Lyra in the jungle, and it was talked about a lot that Lyra and Febivin had some issues. They didn't really agree when it came to gameplay, so Clutch said, okay, we'll keep Lyra. Febivin wants to go play in the LEC. We'll bring an entirely new roster, trade our bottom lane and our top laner to Echo Fox. We'll bring in Huni. By the way, Huni for solo sounds like a pretty good one-for-one trade.
That's a pretty crazy upgrade right there. But I think when you're looking at Clutch Gaming, yeah, there certainly are still some question marks. And I'll say I did not expect, if there was going to be a big roster change with Clutch Gaming, I didn't expect that to be Lyra to be the last man standing from that team. I'll tell you that much. But I know that I do believe in Lyra's skill as a jungler here in North America and the value of him as an import here. I think that, yes, Clutch Gaming with him and Huni in the top lane, I think that'll work a lot better than the troubles that you did have with communication and shot calling with Lyra and Febivin on this roster last year. I think that it certainly is an upgrade for Clutch Gaming to make these type of proactive moves.
And you've got Piglet returning to the NALCS. He's no longer an import, which is why Clutch is able to roll 3 Korean players in their starting lineup. And with Bang coming over, by the way, we have 4 ex-SKT members playing in the NALCS. We almost got a full roster of SKT.
Just waiting on that TL Faker to come over. Never.
2 different eras of SKT, by the way. Huni and Piglet playing together. And Vulcan is one of the most hyped up Academy support players coming to start. And obviously, Demonte and Huni played together on Echo Fox. So overall, that roster's okay. Maybe I see them finishing probably outside of the playoffs, but probably the best non-playoff team.
Yeah, I certainly see that roster doing some work here towards the middle pack of the LCS. And I think that when you are talking about that bot lane, I would temper expectations here. Yes, this is Piglet. Yes, this is SKT Piglet. It's not exactly the same.
It's not SKT
It's
Piglet.
been quite a ways from that for a while here. And even last year, watching in the Academy League, the 2 of them, yes, there's some synergy here, of course, with Vulcan and Piglet, but it's not the strongest that you've ever seen. So I wouldn't be counting on that to be necessarily the win condition a lot of the times for Clutch Gaming.
Yeah, it's a long time removed from SKT Piglet. Even 2015 Team Liquid Piglet, he's been playing in the Academy League. I'm surprised he even got a start in the LCS. I wasn't sure he would, even when he's not taking up an import slot. But that's all the time today for League Unlock. Eric and Mark with you guys. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.